Episode 1017, Are Your Thoughts Your Own?
It's time to train for life and love your journey. In this episode of Create Your Now, Your Best Selfie, you'll learn new ways to rediscover, rejuvenate, and renew your mind, body, and spirit. Please welcome your host, certified life coach, personal trainer, and nutritionist, Christiane Wargo.
Staring at a stop sign, watching people drive by.
Happy day. It is a brand new start of the week, and I hope you're ready for Mindset Monday because I've got a really deep question for you. Are your thoughts your own? You're going to want to stay tuned because we are diving in thick. For those of you who are brand new to Create Your Now, welcome to this incredible family. I'm so delighted of your presence. If you already haven't had the opportunity, you'll want to head on over to createyournow.com where you can learn more and sign up for the Kisses newsletter, the Keep It Simple Strategy Everyday Solutions to live, love, and impact. Well, I hope your weekend was awesome because now it's a brand new start. Every single day that you wake up, it is a new beginning with great mercies and grace given to you by Christ. The way you live your life and make your decisions, are your thoughts your own? Where do they come from? Honestly, I don't think we sit around thinking, where do our thoughts come from? I wonder. We have thoughts and therefore we choose to act upon life accordingly. But where do these thoughts really come from? It's kind of one of those deep, piercing thinking questions that you're like, yeah, I'll think about that later when I really have time, like maybe when I'm retired, but I've got the kids and I've got life happening, and so we're just not going there. And why dig that deep? Well, I know you want to know more because you were created for more. That's why you show up every single day here. Maybe that's why you found Create Your Now, because you're in the process of saying, something's missing and I'm not really sure what it is. So we're going to start with the question, are your thoughts your own? You were born. And when you were born, you had no concerns really except for the fear of falling. None of us like to fall. And craving to be loved. So what made you pick your favorite color? Did you ever think of that? And on the flip side, what made you think of the color you really didn't like? I mean, why do you despise yellow? It did nothing to you. Why do we like purple so much? What is it that makes us think the way we do? You see, your thoughts are influenced by what is happening in the world around you and the way you see it and the way you experience it. Your thoughts come from the television. Oh, maybe it's way too much. Maybe for some of us, it's Netflix or Hulu, or maybe it's the DVR more than the actual television, but you're being influenced by it. You're being influenced by technology. Maybe you're listening to me with your earbuds from your phone. Maybe the schools that you've attended, you did or didn't go to college. Where did you go to college? Did you live at home when you went to college? Maybe it was the high school that you attended or your elementary schools that you went to because you moved around so much. The family that surrounds you, the friends, the community, and even the bullies. Yep, we can't forget those enemies. They're there too. All of it adds up to your world. And in your world, you develop beliefs that secure and set your thoughts, leading you in your journey called life. This is pretty deep for a Mindset Monday, isn't it? And you're like, I just woke up. My mind's not there, Christiane. Well, I want to take you there. Because if you're wanting something different, if you're desiring a transformation and working to live out your dreams, you need to acknowledge and answer the question, are your thoughts your own? Because if they aren't, you will continue to fight an uphill battle. It's going to be a fight. Why work so hard to fit in when you are called to be set apart? But when you're in somebody else's world, you're living by everybody else's influence, not really understanding why you think what you think, why you believe what you believe. I mean, we can just keep peeling back these layers. By understanding where your thoughts are grounded, you can make the necessary tweaks to change your mindset and navigate your journey. Woo! You should be thrilled about that. But yeah, it's not going to be easy. So for the sake that most of us haven't dined over coffee to solve this question, are your thoughts your own? We are going to assume that the answer is no. No, your thoughts are not your own. Yet they can be. Finally, a glimmer of hope, you say. Yes, you can have control over your thoughts. You can figure out where they come from. And if you don't like what those thoughts are, you can what? Change them. So how do you make your thoughts your own? here is the KISS, the Keep It Simple strategy. Uncover your reality. Uncover your reality. It's your reality, not somebody else's, not your parents, not your grandma and grandpa's, not your aunt and uncles, not your best friends. It's your reality, the way you need to see it, your perspective. Of course, what happens is you will have influences, but you can choose those influences, can't you? Instead of just making the assumption that, well, I'm here because I'm here, and I think this because I think this, I do this because I do this. Why do you brush your teeth with your right hand? Another weird question, isn't it? I know I told you we're going deep. Stick with me. You got to uncover your reality. What is it that makes you brush your teeth with your right hand or your left hand? Why do you feel weird singing in the shower? Or maybe you don't feel weird singing in the shower. Why is it that you get frustrated over something, I don't know, as simple as maybe burning dinner? It doesn't seem like a big deal, but maybe for some of you, it's a straw that broke the camel's back based on experiences that happened years and years and years ago. Are your thoughts your own? So how can you make your thoughts your own? You have to uncover your reality. You are not to be living someone else's reality. God created you on purpose for a purpose. You are not an accident. You are loved and you are cherished. You have talents and gifts that when connected to you, no one else compares to you. You know what? You and I may have an awesome voice, but you may actually be better at singing than me. Why? Because it's connected to you. And with everything else, it just, wow, that's yours. Even though I may have an okay voice, it just isn't necessarily my talent that shines through. You see, it's all of that together that makes you you. You matter. So it's time to uncover your reality. What does that look like? Because it's hard. I mean, thinking like, oh gosh, I was just hoping to get to the grocery store today and you're asking me to uncover my reality? Are my thoughts my own? Christiane, this is too deep. No, I want you to hang in there. Because if you want something more in this life, because you know you were created for more, then you need to uncover your reality. And it starts with number 1, lead with quiet. Lead with quiet. And this takes discipline. This is really basically the start of your day. For some of you, it may mean waking up 10, 15 minutes early. For others, it may mean you're up an hour to an hour and a half, maybe 2 hours earlier. Don't roll your eyes at me. I know you're freaking out going, I already get up at 5 o'clock to get everything done. Now you're asking me to get up at 3:30 or 4? Depends on where your thoughts are grounded. What do you need for you? It's not about comparison. I really want to encourage you to go back. Maybe you have been with me from the very, very beginning of Create Your Now in this podcast. And it's hard to believe that it started January of 2015. That really makes me feel old. But it also humbles me that we're still here, reaching women and men around the globe. Even the youth are listening. So I want to encourage you to go back to an episode all the way back. It's in the show notes. You'll find the link in the show notes. It's called episode 062. Yes, it's episode 62. Lead with quiet. I want you to go back and listen to that because it defines really what it means to lead with quiet. I just want to give you a brief synopsis, though, because it takes discipline. When I lead with quiet on a daily basis, and I got to tell you, I don't do it on a daily basis. I fail multiple times. But when I do, my days aren't as good as when I get in my quiet time. And when I lead with quiet, what I mean by that is it's quiet. My focus first is on God. As a Christian, my faith is what centers me. And that's my time. Now, in that time, I go running and or walking. Most of the time, I like to be out in nature. I can do that right now. The weather's halfway decent. But if the thunderstorms are there, if it starts to drop too cold, then I may bring it inside, and I might be on the treadmill or the elliptical. I might be working out. But when I'm really having my conversation with God and I'm praying, it's quiet. I don't use music that has words that distract me. I'm not rock and rolling. I'm not partying. I'm not listening to a love song that's breaking my heart because I had a fight with my husband. No. It's maybe quiet, classical, calming music that keeps me centered where I'm supposed to be. First and foremost, in my opinion, and that's with God. In that, I envelop prayer. And it also allows my time to be physical fitness time. It's where I get my workout in. I do my yoga, my meditation, my devotions. So for me, it can't be done in 10 minutes. No, it can't. So mine's a little bit longer. Yours doesn't have to be that long. Again, it's not about who does what here. It's what works for you. You are trying to uncover your reality, not my reality. I'm just describing how it works for me. So what does your quiet look like? Lead with your quiet. Figure that out. Go back and listen to that episode 062. You'll enjoy it. The link is in the show notes. After that, to uncover your reality, you've led with quiet. Number 2, you set your intentions. And this is not your to-do list. Has nothing to do with your goals. Your intentions are how you want to live out your day. Do you want to serve? Do you want to love? Do you want to forgive? Do you want to listen? Maybe depending upon the season in your life will depend upon where you are with your intentions and how you set them up. It's really how you approach your day, how you're going to approach other people. If you're in a relationship right now that is really, really struggling, and there's a lot of tension in that relationship, then maybe your intention is to forgive and to listen. And that's really maybe all you're focused on is like, gosh, if I can just get through this day, and no matter what he says or no matter what she says, I'm going to forgive. I'm going to forgive, and I'm just going to listen. I'm going to keep my mouth shut, and I'm going to listen. That's where you set your intention. Once when you got that, then you can jump to number 3, and that's when you create your now. This is where you decide your top 3. And your top 3 comes from your projects or your to-do list. And no, it has nothing to do with your normalcy of life, okay? It's not about running errands. It's not about going to the grocery store or the bank, or it's not about trying to get the kids to their activities. No, that's a normalcy in your life. I'm talking about what's abnormal, what you're working on in your life. There's only 3. You can only pick 3. And if one's really, really tough, then you only pick 2. And some are like, but I've got 12. I know. But you can't do 12 in all one day, and you're going to feel like a failure since you only got to 1. So if you pick 3 and you get 2 of the 3 done, you're going to feel like a success. That's where you want to be. So you got to create your now. Pick your top 3. Then you'll begin to understand, okay, I can do this. You lead with quiet, you set your intentions, and you create your now. Very simplistic, isn't it? That's why we call it the KISS, the Keep It Simple strategy. Uncover your reality. Maybe you want help. Maybe you're not really sure what your reality is. Maybe you've kind of been living in a bubble, or you want to live in a bubble. Wherever you are, I want you to know that I'm here for you, and I have a free gift for you. Click on the link in the show notes, Take Aim. Action ignites motivation. That's what AIM stands for here at Create Your Now. Take aim. God calls us into action. And when we have action, it ignites what? Motivation. And that motivation, what? Keeps us going. It's like the little Energizer bunny. Boom, ba-da-dum, boom, boom, ba-da-dum, boom, boom, ba-da-dum, boom, boom. And we just want to keep going and keep going up that big hill. And eventually we may fall a little bit down and stumble into a valley. But you know what? We get back up and we keep going. Boom, ba-da-dum, boom, boom, ba-da-dum, boom, boom, ba-da-dum, boom, boom. And eventually what? We hit victory. Victory. And it feels incredible. But you have to be willing to take aim. One way to do that is to click on the link in the show notes. It's my free gift to you. It's a coaching call. Maybe you've never been coached before. Maybe it just freaks you out. The idea of coaching, you're like, I don't think so. Counseling scares me enough, and coaching, I don't even know what that is. Guess what? You're going to find out. Coaching is so empowering. It is life-changing. It moves you forward. It doesn't hold you where you're at. So if you are wanting to move forward in your life, click on that link. Let's start the conversation. We'll get you scheduled for a call with me. Yes, you'll be talking to me. And we'll get some strategies and tools that you can use right now in your life. Are your thoughts your own? Were they yesterday? Are they today? Will they be tomorrow? You need to uncover your reality because your thoughts set you apart and open up the possibilities that resound in your heart. Go out, live, love, and impact. I love you so very much. I cannot wait to see you on the other side. Blessings, hugs, and lots of love. We'll talk to you real soon. Bye-bye.
Feeling inspired, ready to train for life and love your journey? Visit createyournow.com for more incredible resources to help you along the way. We'll see you next time on Create Your Now, Your Best Selfie. And remember, always be sure you consult your physician before beginning any health and fitness plan.